मेरे ख्याल से और हम सब मच्छी मार के ये जो कोस्टल रोड बनाया है ना, ये किसी के फायदे के लिए नहीं, किसी के नहीं।
Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update. On the 16th of July, the Bombay High Court stalled ongoing work on the prestigious Coastal Road project. The court rejected the environmental clearances that the project had acquired from the Ministry of Environment and stated that the government bodies had overlooked the matter. The Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation backed Coastal Road project promised to ease the life of citizens and make Mumbai a global world-class city. But at what cost? What could reclaiming land from the sea and building an 8-lane road on the coast mean for Mumbai? Let's find out. The BMC or MCGM had announced the ambitious Coastal Road project, which aims at connecting the southern part of the city with the northern suburbs along the coast. It will cost more than 14,000 crores of rupees. The municipal body claims that this will ease traffic, boost its western corridor, and make Mumbai a global world-class city. An example of a similar project is the Bandra-Worli Sea Link, completed in 2009, which has helped in easing traffic and is now remarked as an engineering marvel. But it also has its own share of grievances.
सीलिंग बनने से पहले 100% मतलब पूरा 100% मच्छी मिल रहा था। सीलिंग की वजह से 50% कम हो गया।
उसके पहला ये पूरा एरिया फ्रीली था, मतलब किधर भी जाओ मच्छी का जाली डालो, इजीली मच्छी कैच करते थे। अभी वैसा नहीं है।
Nitesh Patil and the others belong to the native fisher folk community of Mumbai, the Kolis. Being the original inhabitants of Mumbai, Kolis have customary rights to the coastal commons. They practice artisanal fishing, which is basically a traditional fishing technique which is low scale and environmentally sustainable. Kolis have been facing the heat since a while now. Reasons ranging from living in prime real estate areas in a city like Mumbai to losing fish breeding grounds like mangroves over the years.
So mangroves are very important both in terms of reducing the impact of climate change and also protecting the coastline and also enhancing the biodiversity and marine productivity. And to cap it all, they're completely free. We don't need to build expensive seawalls, we don't need to put tetrapods. This is nature's gift to mankind. Now the coastal road will destroy mangroves along the northern stretch. And in the process, we will lose our sea defenses. We will destroy the livelihood of fishing communities who depend on the mangrove for their survival.
Mangroves in Mumbai are estimated to be affected in the construction of the northern phase of the coastal road. This in turn is expected to cause further problems like more flooding than usual in the low-lying areas of the city. Mangroves are not the only natural entity paying the price for projects like the coastal road. There is also the widely underestimated marine biodiversity in the waters of Mumbai, including Schedule 1 species of corals that will have their habitat destroyed forever.
So basically the coastal road is a project that doesn't really know what a coast is in the first place. There has been around 340 species of documented intertidal marine biodiversity in Mumbai's shores. The intertidal space are rocky shores. They have a peculiar substrate. It's different from a regular intertidal zone, say a beach where you have a high tide, low tide line. Here you have rocky shores and tide pools and a thriving plethora of marine biodiversity that survives on it. We felt it was a stakeholder that needed to be observed and documented and have some mitigation measures of protection and conservation. And it didn't have any mitigation measures.
As Saratha explains further, this is the same marine life that sustains indigenous communities.
It's an artisanal fishing community that's dependent on this biodiversity for their livelihood. That means if you destroy this, you're destroying food on someone's plate for tomorrow.
अभी कोस्टल रोड होने के बाद तो पूरा मच्छी मारी बंद हो जाएगा। फिर हम लोग के लड़के लोग ने किधर जॉब करने का।
कोस्टल रोड के वजह से क्या होने वाला है, जो भी कोस्टल रोड आएगा तो CRZ का जो भी कानून है उसको स्टॉप लगने वाला है। और जो हमारे किनारे पे रहने वाले जितने भी कोली लोग हैं, कोलीवाड़े हैं, वहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट आ जाएगा। और जो मुंबई का जो आद्य रहवासी बोलते हैं कोली लोग, वो यहाँ से बाहर निकल जाने का है।
मेरे ख्याल से और हम सब मच्छी मार के ये जो कोस्टल रोड बनाया है ना, ये किसी के फायदे के लिए नहीं, किसी के नहीं।
Going back to the wider picture, coastal cities like Mumbai anyway face the maximum risk in the rise of climate change and global warming, more so considering its history of development.
Mumbai is a coastal city which has been built up through a process of reclamation over the past 300 years. The reclamation started in an era where climate change and sea level rise was not a factor at all. But today it very much is. In addition to the fact that the sea level is rising, coastal cities which have a lot of buildings built on them are also sinking. So the combination is actually a lethal combination. And my worry is that maybe in a couple of decades, Mumbai will go back into being the seven island that it originally was.
I think the city should really invest into better technology, into better projects. Projects that are more sustainable with the indigenous communities like the Worli, Koliwada and other indigenous communities in the city and across India's coastline. And develop in a much more better manner, because we do have the technology now. It's 2019. We do have ways where we can build a better road, or we can improve existing public infrastructure, existing public transport. Yeah, so in the wake of climate change and sea level rise, we can do a lot more than building an expensive road.
Officials from BMC were unavailable for a comment on the issue. After years of petitions and countless protests, the High Court had put a stay order in the reclamation that was being done for the coastal road in April 2019. On 16th of July 2019, the Bombay High Court quashed the environmental clearances given by the Ministry of Environment in May 2017.
The cancellation of the EC was on the grounds that it did not fulfill a lot of criteria that it had to fulfill. It means that the MCGM will now have to conduct a new EIA, a new Environment Impact Assessment study. They would have to restart from square one with permissions and licenses. The road ahead is still hazy because the judgment has asked for a new EIA, which leaves the door open for a new EC to come and still construct a coastal road on reclaimed land.